Hello everyone, my name is Mary, and today I'm going to introduce you to the Fool card in the Tarot. And so this is going to be the beginning, hopefully, of a very long series where I go through card by card and tell you a little bit about the card, what it means, and how it is relevant in your life. So today's card is the first card in the deck, and that would be the Fool card. So let's take a look. Let's meet the Fool. So I have here the Rider-Waite Smith, specifically the Centennial edition here. And so this is the Fool, and the Fool is the 0 card. In the major arcana, there are 22 cards numbered 0 through 21, and this one is 0. He is the 0 point. He is the beginning of a journey. He is a blank slate. He is a blank canvas. He is an empty notebook. He is a brand new tarot deck. He is just pure potential. There, he has not been tested. He has not been tried. He's not been anywhere. He's just stepping out on his journey filled with youthful optimism, and he's just ready to take on whatever. He's curious. He's excited. But the key about the Fool is that he hasn't done any of this before. He hasn't been anywhere. He hasn't figured stuff out yet. He doesn't have any expectations. He does not have any, attachments to things. He doesn't have restrictions. He's got no barriers. He has not learned how far is too far. He has not broken his heart yet. He has not got us any of the scars and the wounds and all the things that we get from our life journey. He symbolizes that pure place, that place of pure potential, that place of absolute nothingness. He is the 0 point. And that is really beautifully captured here in the Rider-Waite Smith with some traditional symbols. He has in his hand here the white rose, which symbolizes purity. So he's pure. He hasn't, like I said, he hasn't broken his heart. He hasn't made mistakes. He hasn't, done anything that is really big, either good or bad. He hasn't, taken the wrong path. He hasn't learned his lessons yet. He's completely pure. He's completely innocent. He is naive. He is the embodiment of naivete. And that's one of my favorite keywords for the Fool is naivete, is because he's like, he'll believe anything that he's told. Which is both good and bad, The Fool has light aspects and shadow aspects. So the light side would be his optimism, his freedom, and how he approaches life with complete abandon. But the shadow aspect would be that he takes unnecessary risks sometimes. He's a little bit foolhardy. He is his name. He is foolish sometimes. And so this white rose symbolizes that he's completely pure. He's completely innocent. He's completely naive. He has, a lot of times the Fool is pictured with some sort of satchel or bag or belongings of some kind, sometimes not. But here he's got his little satchel, and that symbolizes that he doesn't have much. Like, look at this guy. He's stepping out on his journey, of exploration, and this little bag is all he's got. Like, he's got no first aid kit. He's got no map. He hasn't got, a charger probably for his phone. He's not prepared, okay? He's not prepared. He's not prepared at all. But he's ready to learn what he needs. That's because he doesn't know. He doesn't know what he needs. He probably has in there, his lucky rabbit's foot, a sandwich, and maybe that's it, and maybe a few coins. Who knows? It's not much. He's really not got much. In the Rider-Waite Smith, he's got a red feather here, which symbolizes passion. And in other Rider-Waite Smith decks that have been recolored, he has some different. The feather is a different color, such as in this one. which is the Pastel Tarot from Make Playing Cards. He's got what looks like a white feather there. Maybe it's pink. It looks white to me. What color is that? Is that white? That looks white. So his red feather, he's passionate. He's excited. He's ready to take a leap of faith. He's ready to just open up all the doors. He's ready to say yes to any opportunity. He's just filled with life and vitality. Another symbol is his companion. So a lot of times the Fool has a little animal companion, and that is different in different decks. In this deck, he's got the white dog with him. And the white dog, well, dog specifically, just in general rather, symbolizes devotion, faith, and protection. The white would symbolize, again, purity. So that his motivations are pure. He's coming at life from a pure perspective. So the interesting thing about the Fool is that in this card, and in often many interpretations, the Fool is stepping into something that looks a bit dangerous. So there's a level of like, is he gonna be okay kind of thing happening here. Like, there's a level of risk involved in the Fool. Like, he's ready to take a risk, and he's ready to take it not from a place of, I know the risk, I've calculated, I know, exactly what I can afford to lose. He's not thought it through. He's approaching this risk from a point of view of, he doesn't even know that he's taking a risk. He's not even sure. He's just, all of it is new, all of it is fresh, all of it's going to be interesting, all of it's going to teach him something, and he's ready for it. He's ready for all of it. Another important thing about this taking this leap of faith, this danger, is that it's this dangerous like cliff on this card symbolizes like the abyss. It symbolizes the unknown. He's literally stepping into the unknown. He is literally ready to take a step into some unknown, possibly risky situation. But he's doing it from a place of optimism. He's doing it from a place of pure naivete. And the great thing about the Fool is that he has no baggage. He's got no, expectations. He hasn't broken his heart, so he hasn't learned how to close off his heart. He hasn't learned how to measure people up, so everyone is going to be his friend. Everyone is, he's ready to make friends with anyone he meets on the path. He's just very open and free. So how can the Fool help you in your life? Well, before we answer that, I have some more fools, some more foolish fools to look at. So we've got 6 of them here, and on the upper left is the Light Seer's Tarot. And this is a deck that I don't really connect with very closely, but this Fool is just marvelous. I love her. I think she's one of the best Fools out there. She's got a crystal in one hand, like her walking stick in the other, and she's doing the trust fall backwards into the unknown. She's taking what, like, do you remember the Nestea plunge? Do you remember that commercial from the 80s? I do, because when I was a kid, we used to do the Nestea plunge into my pool. I grew up with a pool, and you just stand backwards and fall backwards into the pool. And so that's what she's doing. She's doing a trust fall into what looks like the flower of life, into the universe. And she's just trusting that the universe will catch her. It's just gorgeous. I love that Fool. So the next one over is from the Pulp Tarot, which a deck I don't have, but I love it. Each card sort of looks like a poster from the 1950s or something. And I love this Fool because she's just got so much energy and optimism, and her, she's just running with, the biggest stride, taking that huge leap of faith with such energy. I just love that Fool. and she's got her little dog next to her, running just as, loyally following her wherever she goes. Absolutely beautiful. The next Fool over next to that one is from the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot. And I love this this Fool because she's diving through the 0 of her number. And what my favorite part about the card is that she's got a word bubble. She's actually laughing. She's laughing. She's ha ha ha. She's diving off this, off a cliff. And the Fool symbolizes foolishness, someone who doesn't know any better. She's wearing a jester's hat, so obviously she doesn't have knowledge. She's just completely like, well, let's just do it, sort of thing, She doesn't know what she's diving into, what she's going to find there, but she's laughing as she does it. And I think that's just so great. So the bottom left one is a Fool from the deck called Oak, Ash, and Thorn. Another deck I don't have, but it's on my wish list. And this Fool is a doe. And so, no, a fawn. It's a little fawn. And what I love about this card, there's a couple of things. First off, he does have his little satchel, so a symbol from a sort of a callback to the Rider-Waite Smith, the satchel with your meager belongings. I think there's a walking stick on the ground too. So again, another symbol, that is traditional, that shows up a lot. But this little fawn is on these wobbly little legs. He's obviously never not walked far. He hasn't walked much in his life, but he's just ready to start off his journey, ready to explore. And his little animal companion is a butterfly, which is perfect because it symbolizes, the butterfly in this card I think symbolizes the metamorphosis that this Fool is going to undergo on the course of his journey. He's going to change. He's going to grow into something new. And so that butterfly is sort of like inspiration for him. And a beautiful symbol there. What a gorgeous card. The next Fool is from the Linestrider Tarot. And this one, you can see that the Fool's face and his body are somewhat undefined, which is really very poignant, that he's got this undefined quality. He's not even fully drawn, he doesn't know who he is yet. He could be anyone. He could be anyone. He doesn't know. He needs to go out into the world to find out who he is, to find out what he's made of. And his animal companion, I had to look this up. It looks to me like just a bird, but apparently it's the kookaburra kingfisher, which is a bird that is known for its laughter. And so here again we have laughter and humor and the playful energy that the Fool brings to his life and to his journey and to, his or her. It could be either. We've got 3 females, 2 males, and the fawn could be anything. So this Fool is just, is bringing playfulness and laughter, and he doesn't have any defined plan. He's got nowhere to go. He doesn't even have a face yet. So I love this Fool. It's just so perfect. And the last Fool is actually something I found online. It's not a deck I have. It's a French deck. This Fool, Le Mat, is that what that says? Anyway, this Fool is from a deck called Mon Tarot de Marseille. Marseille? I don't know how to say it. But it's from a modern interpretation, a modern reimagining of the Marseille deck. And the Marseille deck is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, tarot deck. It's been around a very long time, and it's a pip deck. And this woman is just redrew this deck. It's available, I think, in France. I'm not sure if it's available in America or not. I don't have it, so I don't know. Mon Tarot de Marseille is the name. And I think the creator's name is Emmanuelle Patrigeon. I'll put that in the description. Hope I remember to do that. If I don't, I'm sorry. or someone can remind me in the comments. But this Fool, when I saw this on Pinterest, I really loved this Fool because he's stepping into, so he's got a circle, you know, he's stepping into this like a portal, like an actual portal has opened up to a brand new world, like literally a portal to a new world has opened up for him, and he is stepping into it. And if you can see on the sort of ground where he's stepping, or where he's stepping from, you can see the light pouring through that portal. It's so bright, and it's like a bright, shiny new world. It's like there's so much beautiful symbolism in this card. It's a bright, shiny new world. He's stepping into this portal, this gateway to somewhere brand new. It's so bright and shiny that he has to even look away. He's like, you know, he can't even face the brightness. He's squinting a little bit. It's so bright. He has his walking stick. He has his like satchel, which has something glowing in it, which I'm really curious what that might be. He also has his little dog with him in the shadow, like, you know, ready to jump in, ready to jump with him. And I just think this is so, it's such a beautiful, there's so much symbolism in this Fool that I really love, that I just really love, that I almost want to buy this deck. Like, I don't even know how you know, I think there's a website, but it's French, and I couldn't quite figure out how to get it to America, and I think it's only available from this French website. Anyway, another thing I love about this deck is that he has he's stepping through a circle, and it's the same is true with the Fool right above him, that she's diving through the circle, the zero, because it's a great sort of like mirror to the World card. So these two have a great mirror thing going on, because in the World card you have somebody who's inside a circle, who has reached completion and fulfillment, and, you know, who has reached unity and is embodying their life completely, in body, mind, and spirit. And so they're in this circle, and so the Fool sort of like stepping into this circle with uncertainty is a great mirror to that World card, which is the final card in the major arcana. So these are some really interesting Fools. So what can the Fool teach us? The Fool is a way to think about your life. Like, where can you lay down? Where can you put down all the judgments or the restrictions that you put on yourself? Where can you put down all of your expectations? What if you just put down all of your expectations and went through your day with no expectations whatsoever, with no worries, no fears, no barriers, nothing's off limits? How would your day change? How would your life change, you know, if you could just embody this like almost reckless abandon that the Fool has? Complete freedom, complete optimism. What if you could live your life with the same level of optimism, with the same level of purity? What if you could bring yourself back to the level of purity? And speaking of purity, I didn't even realize, does that Pulp Tarot Fool, does she have a rose with her, the white rose? I think she might. Yeah, so purity. What would happen if you approached your day with purity? What if you could just completely heal yourself, let go of all the times that you've been hurt, and all the times that you've been embarrassed, and all the times that you got angry, and all the shame and the guilt and the pressure and the stress? And what if you could just put all of that down for a minute and just go through your day and be like, what if I could live my day like this? What if I could live my day like that Fool in the upper left from the light seers, and just ready to trust the universe? What if you had as much like ambition and curiosity and gumption as the Pulp Tarot Fool? What if you could like jump into like stressful situations with laughter, with a laugh, just like that Dame Darcy tarot. What if you could truly let yourself be guided into the deep dark wood just by the strength of your curiosity, just like that oak, ash, and thorn fool? What if you could let go of who you think you are and just move through your life, move through your day, move through your work with just a little bit more of an undefined, I could be anything sort of quality, like the Linestrider fool? And what if you could, what if your world were just as bright and shiny and fresh and new? You know, what if you could really live like that, where the world each day was a brand new adventure, a fresh and shiny brand new adventure, just like the Montero de Marseille fool embodies there. So this is the Fool, and thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I always end with a little prayer. So my prayer for you is that you have learned, I hope that, my prayer for you is that you learn how to embody, that we all learn how to embody the Fool during those times when we most need it. Amen, amen, amen. And by the way, if you'd like a tarot reading from me, just there's a link in the description to schedule. So thank you for watching. God bless you. Bye-bye.